guys, it's Jess and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about my vegan story. Last night I watched the documentary called What the Health and it just came out like literally last week, and I was watching it and I was like, I haven't posted a video about why I'm vegan, like how I went vegan, so I thought I would post that because that's kind of like the usual thing that you post on vegan-based YouTube channels, so I thought I would do my own version. So yeah, this is just my little story of how and why I decided to go vegan. A couple years ago, I had just kind of heard the term vegan like off and on through YouTube and things like that when I was living alone in an apartment. Well, not alone, I had roommates, but like not my parents type of deal. And I just heard the term through like, I think I heard some stuff by Freely, and it was just like something like in the back of my mind, like, oh, that's interesting, but like I always said I could never do that. I love cheese too much. So if you're trying to transition and your thing was cheese, girl, I was there too, or boy, or whatever, I was there too. So it wasn't until my freshman year of college that I had more exposure to veganism, and this mainly being because my roommate, like literal roommate, like we shared a room, was actually vegan, and I didn't know that going into it. Not that that would have like swayed my decision, but I didn't know that she was vegan when we like picked each other, we found each other on Facebook. So she was vegan, and I remember there was a day, it was like National Hug a Vegan Day or something. I don't even know what day that would be. But she was outside holding a sign, and I was like, I'll come say hi, because I think that she had mentioned there was like a cute boy in the vegan club, or like literally something. I barely remember, but like I think this was why. And so I decided to like go out and like say hi to her, and like the boy had like a girlfriend, so like whatever, but like I was like, this is interesting. Like it was just like my mind was starting to wander about these things, and so she gave me a pamphlet thing, and I have it somewhere. I saved it actually. It was just like a normal like PETA 2 like little paper thing that like they hand out to you at the schools. And so I took that and I read it, and I was definitely like, oh, like okay. And so I kept the little pamphlet thing, and it was my birthday week the next week, and so my friend made me a non-vegan cake, which now I would not do for my friends. I would not make you a non-vegan cake. I'll make you a vegan cake, but I'm not gonna make you a non-vegan cake. But she made me a non-vegan cake. I have a tendency to, if there's like something that I like that's in front of me and I have full access to eating it, I will eat all of it. It's just a thing. I need to get better at it, but it's a thing. So she made me the cake, and I was like the only one eating it. Like my sweet mate, because we had 2 rooms and a bathroom. My sweet mate ate like a slice, like that was it, and then I ate the entire rest of the thing, and I felt disgusting along with like all the other like bad foods I was eating, because it was like my birthday weekend and like, you know, cheat weekend or whatever. But apparently like every day was a cheat day then, because not eating vegan is very unhealthy. Just okay, side note there. So anyways, I felt like super gross, and I'm like, and I had still been hearing like about vegan things, and so I was just like kind of inspired by her to be like, you know what, let's try a vegan week. Like, let's try going vegan for a week. So I decided that that was what I was going to do, and she helped me, like we went out to Target and got a bunch of stuff, which is mainly like fruits and vegetables and things, and I realized that a lot of the stuff I already had was vegan, because I lived in a dorm, I couldn't cook meat. I was too cheap to buy myself cheese for things, because I just saw that as like a non-necessity on my food, so I just didn't buy it. So a lot of the things that I had were actually non-vegan anyways, but I just bought a lot of fruits and things, and I also bought a box of Special K, and it wasn't the red berry one, it was just the regular one. And so when I started my week, I was still like looking over every ingredient, because when I do something, I do it full on. I wanted to be sure I wasn't like eating anything that wasn't vegan. So I checked the box, and there was like whey or something. There was some type of like milk thing in it, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, why is this in everything? And I think that actually helped me more transition, because I was like, I saw like the non-necessity of putting animal products in literally everything. Like, what? So I did that for a week, and during that week I decided that, again, like when I do things, I do them like full force. I decided to watch some vegan documentaries. I believe the first one that I watched was Cowspiracy, And that one, like, the environment to me is very important. So when I watched that, I was like, oh my god, what? I had no idea. And the fact that like all of these like professionals like refused to answer things, it just like blew my mind. I was like, this is not what? So I watched that one, and I ended up watching like Forks Over Knives, 101 Reasons to Go Vegan. That was a little later in the game. I'd basically already made up my mind by then, but 101 Reasons to Go Vegan. The Best Speech Ever by Gary Rofsky, which is that the same thing? No, they're different things. They're different speakers. Vegucated. Like, literally, if it was on Netflix, I've watched it. And if it wasn't on Netflix, I also watched it, because Earthlings is not on Netflix. But I watched that one too, and actually, weird to say funny story about Earthlings, but funny story about Earthlings. I was watching it one day in my dorm. My roommate was out, and so I was watching it, and it's like, I don't cry a lot. I like watch, like, I'll cry if I'm in the moment type of deal, like something's happening, but not if I'm watching it, usually on like Netflix or whatever. So I was watching it, and like, I hadn't cried yet. I actually didn't cry at all during that documentary. Oh my god. Earthlings, during Earthlings, wow. I didn't cry at all during Earthlings. So well, back to the story. My roommate came home and I told her, she's like, what are you watching? I'm like, oh, I'm watching Earthlings. And she's like, oh, that's a really good one. You know, I'm like, I inspired her to rewatch it because she had already watched all the documentaries. And so I was sitting in my little bed with, I think I was playing it out loud and she had on her headphones because we just like took turns because we shared a room. And she's sitting at her desk like crying. And she just starts crying and she's like, it was just the funniest thing because I'm like, the two vegans are like watching Earthlings and crying like at separate moments, like we're not watching it together, but it was like funny but also sad, but kind of funny. So that was a little bit of a rant. But after that week, actually like 3 days into that week, I decided that I was going to go vegan and stay vegan forever. And like the way I made that sound just now sounded like a death sentence, but I promise you it's anything but. I know a lot of people, like, when they go vegan, they'll say, like, if they slip up, then they'll be like, oh, I have to restart my vegan date. And I personally don't believe in that. This past summer, I did slip up, and it wasn't by me thinking that, oh, this is vegan, but it actually wasn't. No, it was me knowing that there was like eggs and milk and something, but I decided to eat it anyways because I was like at camp and it was just like a weird situation. But I decided to eat the chocolate cupcakes or whatever, and then I felt disgustingly sick afterwards because my body was not used to it. I felt like bad morally, and I'm like, okay, nope, alright, there's a reason that I decided to do this in the first place. So ever since that, this past summer, I have been like full force on it, definitely never going back. And I'm going back to the camp this summer, but like, I am prepared. I'm gonna like bring myself something sweet that day to eat because there's like a day where all the parents bring in special treats for their kids, and that was why, because there was just so many like cupcakes and things. I was like, I need it, because like there was a lot of the stuff I couldn't eat at camp, so like something that like, I don't know. There's no excuse. I don't have an excuse. I don't know. I'm trying to make one. So, but that's basically my vegan story. I think, yeah, we've been going for like 9 minutes. But some of the stuff will be cut out, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I've been vegan now for, it's gonna be 2 years in September, and it's March right now. So it's been like 2.5, no, not 2.5 years. 1.5 years since I've been vegan. I've noticed so many benefits. Like, there's no way I'd ever go back to eating that stuff. Like, it's just like worlds apart from, like, my energy levels are like great. And yes, I do sleep a lot during the day, but like, I'm also a college student and I have very weird sleep schedule that I'm trying to fix. But my energy is like great. I used to get constant stomach aches from the food that I ate, and then when I cut out everything, I kind of realized that I think I was and am lactose intolerant because literally the second that, like, the week that I cut it out, I had so many stomach like issues the week after my birthday when I'd eaten all that like bad food, and the next week was just like nothing else. Like, I was not used to not having so many stomach aches, and so now I don't. So that's great. Of course I get a few like once every like 4 or 5 months, like, it's, but like, it's Though I don't even need to explain actually, because literally like it's just so good. My periods have gotten like ridiculously great, and like I never thought I would say that my periods got great, but like they got great. Like they're, aside from like the past couple months where they've been a little iffy, like the past year has been like great. They're always on time. They're like, I don't get cramps anymore. Like I'll get like minor cramps, like I know my period's happening, but like nothing that's too like, nothing that like I need to take Advil for. I used to have to take Advil, like if I didn't take it like when I went to bed and then right when I woke up I was like in debilitating pain. I don't take any Advil right now at all. Actually don't take any medicine at all because I don't get sick. I'm immune to literally everything. It's great. Like of course like you get the few sicknesses, but like all my friends like will get a flu shot, or they'll be like, oh, something's going around, something like someone's gonna get it, and I'm just like, how fun, because I never get the sicknesses that everyone else gets. I get the random ones that like no one else has, but like, or I'll get the sickness first type of deal, so I'll get it from some other source. But like if a sickness is going around, I cannot remember a time that I've gotten it, and since I've been vegan. So, but I've always had a really good immune system, but it's like gotten a lot better. So this video has been running for way too long. I just checked. So I think I'm gonna end it now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys have any more like video requests, lately I've been finding it a little bit difficult to sit down in front of a camera and just talk about things, even though I do enjoy doing it. But I've just kind of been running out of topics to talk about, and I don't like that because I like to be uploading pretty regularly. So I decided I'd make this video. But if you have any other topic suggestions, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about like wanting to go vegan, please talk to me. Please leave your comments down below. Message me on Instagram. I don't care. I will answer if it's appropriate. I've gotten some weird questions lately that I'm not answering. However, I will answer any regarding veganism. So yes. And if you haven't seen What the Health yet, what the hell? You guys should so watch it. It's like all of my favorite documentaries combined into one is what the health is, and so that is saying something. That documentary will turn anyone vegan in the first like literally 10 minutes. So good. It's so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please like this video and comment down below. And if you guys want to see any new videos, like I said, please let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.